Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
We begin tonight with people paying tribute to a life lost too soon. 9-year-old Grace Betty died last Wednesday. She drowned in the swimming hole at Buffalo River State Park near Glendon. She was taking part in the Moorhead Police Department's summer youth program. Family, friends, and the community are gathering at that park right now for a vigil. And that's where Valley News Team's Katie Opperly is. She joins us. Katie?
Mike, we're here at Buffalo River State Park where a candlelight vigil is being held for Grace Elizabeth Betty. People are just arriving. Friends, family, and the community have all come to show their support. Today, the park did reopen the swimming area, and it was open until 4 p.m. The area was open till 4 p.m., and that's where people were taking a swim, but it was closed at 4 p.m. in preparation for the vigil. The investigation into the drowning is still underway and being conducted by the Clay County Sheriff's Department. Later tonight, we'll discuss what these events mean and how they impact not only friends and family, but also officials that respond to events like this. For now, in Glendon, Katie Opperly, Valley News Live.
All right, thanks, Katie. The Betty family has set up a memorial account with Wells Fargo Bank for anyone who'd like to donate during this difficult time. We now know the name of a drowning victim in a diversion pond in Grand Forks. He's 23-year-old Andrew Torrey of Grand Forks. A preliminary autopsy ruled his death as an accidental drowning. Early Sunday, 2 kayakers reported they had found a floating mattress on the water with personal items, including a cell phone and fishing gear on top. Divers recovered his body in approximately 10 feet of water at about 50 feet from shore. Torrey was last heard from on Saturday night. A Moorhead family escaped a fire in their home's garage this afternoon. It happened in the 800 block of 13th Avenue North. When crews arrived, they found flames and smoke coming from the roof above the garage. Damage was confined to the garage, and the exact cause is not known, but investigators say the family was making renovations to the home, and that may be linked to the fire. No injuries were reported. Women in the valley have been taking to social media warning of aggressive panhandlers in the area. 2 incidents happened within 15 minutes of each other last Friday on 13th Avenue South. That same day, another report in Moorhead. Meanwhile, Fargo and Moorhead police are saying that aggressive panhandlers aren't a problem in the valley, just reporting a few isolated incidents. This despite yet another aggressive panhandler call this morning. It happened along 45th Street outside of the Holiday gas station. That makes 4 reports in just 4 days. Fargo police say that if you see panhandlers asking for help, don't approach them or give them any money or food. We'd like to know if you've been approached by a panhandler. Tell us about it on our Facebook page. Just search Valley News Live and comment on this story. Charges have been filed against a Fargo man accused of robbing a jewelry store. 25-year-old Victor Velasquez has been charged with robbery with a dangerous weapon. That charge carries a maximum penalty of up to 10 years in prison and fines upwards of $10,000. Velasquez is accused of going into Riddle's Jewelry Friday with a handgun and taking off with bags of jewelry. He zip-tied an employee, then forced other employees to gather the jewels and bring them out to his white van. He was later arrested south of Fargo along Interstate 29. None of the employees inside the store were hurt. Velasquez's next court appearance has not been set. Our storm team has been keeping their eyes to the sky today, and with the clouds out there might be some trouble brewing. Let's get the very latest from Hutch.
Yes, we have some cloud watching to do tonight for sure. First and foremost, this evening, as we head into the evening hours, we're seeing some thunder showers making their way through Lakes Country. But here in the valley, we're fairly quiet, but not necessarily cool. It's been comfortable outdoors here in Fargo and points north and east, but to the southwest of us, the heat is on. Temperatures approaching 90, and it's sticky out there. And this is the area where we expect the possibility for some strong storm development as we go through the evening. The evening planner shows that the thunderstorm chances will be best between now and 10 o'clock, and any of these storms will bring the risk of hail, damaging wind. We cannot rule out an isolated tornado through the evening hours. Then overnight, the thunderstorms continue, Mike, so it could be a long night. We've got our copy handy. Storm chaser Eric Whitehill is in the field, keeping his eyes on the skies for you as well. I'll have more on your forecast as we approach the big 4th of July celebration here in just a few moments.
You've been going through a lot of coffee lately.
Just maybe more than my average dose.
All right, thanks.
Yes.
A Fargo man that was hit in a vehicle that hit a van carrying a basketball team near Mapleton has died. A Caring Bridge page for 22-year-old Cameron Bolton says that he passed away but is being kept on life support for a possible organ donation. Bolton was a passenger in the vehicle driven by 23-year-old Levi Almaris of West Fargo. This happened Thursday night. Authorities say Almaris didn't yield at an intersection and hit a van carrying a high school girls basketball team from the Lisbon-Fort Ransom area. Bolton's family is now asking friends to bring any pictures they have of Cameron so that they can be used at the funeral. No date has been set for his service. You know, when it's warm out, you can expect road construction, but a whistleblower says her neighborhood wasn't given enough time and notice when their driveways and sidewalks were blocked this week. Valley News Team's Rose Itzkovitz finds Fargo neighbors are happy with the work being done, but not all knew about it in advance.
Longfellow area neighbor Sherry Merritt has guests coming Monday evening, but with her driveway out of commission, she's not quite sure yet where they'll park.
That could be interesting, especially when people are probably going to be off work then. So they're taking up more spaces and whatnot.
Merritt says she was notified a couple weeks ago about the upcoming construction, but not that she wouldn't be able to get in and out of her driveway.
We knew it was going to be done, but we didn't know how much of it was going to be done.
The sheet that we got just said that there's going to be road work, but it wasn't specific. We didn't know that it'd be a lot more difficult to get in and out of our driveway.
Kristen Trazer's grandparents' driveway is almost fully blocked.
So a little more notice of that difficulty would be nice, just because my grandparents obviously are older and getting in and out between small cones is more difficult for them than it is for me.
While these neighbors say they knew of construction a couple weeks in advance, another neighbor tells me he just found out about it the day before. Burton Amundsen with BG Amundsen Construction says everyone should have received a notice ahead of time.
Obviously, maybe some people didn't get it for whatever reason.
Amundsen's company is working under prime contractor Border States, which tells me due to the size of the project and speed which they're working at, some neighbors may have been given less notice than others.
We move along pretty fast, so we only inconvenience people for a short period of time, really.
Still, every neighbor I was able to catch at home expressed gratitude for the work being done.
We're happy that the work is being done because it does help with all the water flow and that type of things.
Maintenance work always has to be done, and it's hard when there's this many streets and this much to take care of, and I think Fargo does a good job, and I'm happy that it's being done, I guess.
So you'd be okay with it even if you couldn't get into your driveway?
I'd probably change it a bit.
In Fargo, Rose Itzkovitz, Valley News Live.
One other complaint the whistleblower mentioned was that the Longfellow area construction is not listed on the City of Fargo Streets website. So we asked the city about this. They told us that the project is in fact there, but since it's part of a larger project, it's less specific to the area of Longfellow. You can find a link to that project by heading to our website, valleynewslive.com, and clicking on this story. And remember, you can contact our whistleblower hotline if you need help with a serious issue in your community. Just call the phone number on your screen, 701-237-6576. Call that number, leave your tip. We'll do our best to get to the bottom of it. Temps are up and so is the water level. We'll catch up with a group of disabled veterans traveling down the Mississippi River to help children in need. Up next, before you light off your fireworks, you need to know what laws are effective.